arts and crafts community of Gatlinburg is a treasure trove of handcrafted creativity, forged by some of the most renowned artisans found in the Great Smokies, from days long past until even now in the present day. For a new visitor to the area, wanting to get away from the busyness of the downtown attractions and looking to intertwine their visit with a rich history of Eastern Tennessee, a trip to the arts and crafts community in Gatlinburg will make this possible and is definitely a must-do. The community is home to real, authentic craft makers, basket weavers, silversmiths, potters, and plenty of other talented and skilled artists that keep a keen eye on the types of craftsmanship that was first perfected many, many moons ago. One such place here that's history runs deep and has plenty of notable stories underneath its long journey through time is the Cliff Dwellers Gallery. It's one of the very first independent fine art galleries found in the area. This historic gallery features fine crafts and amazing art from popular area artisans.
I'm only in here a few minutes and I can tell they've got some really unique findings here. Definitely got to have an artistic, creative side to pull something like that off. This one's got her notebook and she's lounging on the front porch.
Inside, you can find everything from sculptured dolls, pottery, and enameled glass, to woven clothing, weave baskets, tapestries, and just a whole lot more. A really neat place to visit to embrace the skilled handiwork of true creatives.
Well, that's quite the basket. Like, yeah, you've got to have some artistic talent to pull that off. Here's a little box so you can store stuff in.
What is this?
Another one. Hey, no shortage of owls. I like that. Me and Sarah tend to collect different owl ornaments and knickknacks. Definitely could find a few new ones here.
If you would have been in the area more than 80 years ago, an artist named Louis Jones, sometimes coined the painter of the Great Smoky Mountains, would have more than likely been a person you knew of pretty well back then.
He was the first artist to make a living selling paintings of the Great Smoky Mountains.
Jones moved to Gatlinburg in 1926, where he founded the Cliff Dwellers Gallery.
Here's what it looked like in 1941.
On property he purchased on the main road in Gatlinburg around 1929. The original Cliff Dwellers was his art gallery and his home, living upstairs with his wife.
It says Jones donated the land above his shop for construction of Gatlinburg's first Methodist church. He also left an endowment that provides various scholarships, as well as an annual cash award for the local high school student who writes the best essay on the beauty of the Smokies.
Upon his retirement in 1955, Jones sold the Cliff Dwellers to two women who operated it at the original location all the way until the early 1990s.
And then it moved to its new location in the arts and crafts community.
Not long after this, the idea of rescuing the building from demolition was first brought to life by the son of one of the nation's most celebrated artists, Jim Gray, a longtime admirer of the original Cliff Dwellers location, and Jones. Jim and his son Chris rallied to move the building to where it stands today.
And its present location right here.
Chris knew his father was extremely fond of the gallery due to its long history, its unique wood and stone architecture, and he knew his dad was a long-time avid collector of Louis Jones artwork. Jim Gray's own personal art gallery is found right next door to Cliff Dwellers in a 130-year-old former church building.
But the cat is real. Like it's just sleeping.
Oh, and here's one of the... Sarah thought this was a piece of art, and it's actually a real cat. You can hear him purring.
The Grays preserved all detailed aspects of the original gallery building, carefully dividing it into 4 sections, and thereafter embarking on the remarkable removal and transport of the building to where it resides today in the arts and crafts community on Glades Road. A task They depended on skilled experts to dismantle the building and then make the move.
Lots of cool boxes here with a natural wood design in them.
But they also realized it would require a multitude of faith and prayer to succeed in their efforts.
Yeah, that is really cool.
This one that
It's almost like toys that Kris Kringle would make in his workshop at the North Pole. You know? Oh, that's really cool. You can buy a handcrafted miniature vehicle. Look at that. So creative. Little classic pickup truck. That would be mine right there. Looks like a van. A Quest capsule van. So this must be the handiwork of this, what appears to be Amish or maybe a Mennonite family.
slippers.
Oh, cool. Hand knitted acrylic machine wash cool soft towel or dry. $28. You can have a pair of hand knitted slippers or hand knitted gloves. Ooh, with the fingers out. I need a pair of those.
That is so cool. Look, it's wood burned on cherry.
What is this? Is that like a petrified flower of some sort? This comes from Prophet's Woodworks. I think I remember seeing that down the road. You got a rattle. It's an old classic rattle. That's the way they used to make them.
After 25 years at its present location, more than 50 local artists display their artistry at the gallery.
Sarah, here's something you truly would benefit having. It's an oven push-pull made of hardwood. So just open up the oven, put that on the edge and pull it, push it back in. It's like a barrette from Rivendell.
It's wood burned.
Yeah. Is that a hammer dulcimer?
Even the band of owner partnership that runs the gallery today reveals their own mastery of artistry, which you can find inside the gallery,
But look at like how detailed.
which includes the beautiful watercolor art from Louise Bales, weaving by Sherry Mummer, marbled papers and scarves by Pat K. Thomas, great works of pottery by Miss Winnie, and the skilled seat and basket weaving crafted by David and Becky Weaver.
You can definitely come into the Cliff Dwellers and find a basket.
And yes, you heard that correctly. Weaver is their last name. It's kind of like God already knew what they were meant to do with their time on Earth.
And here's another piece of their handiwork. Little miniature chair. Well, those are hummingbirds. Those are hummingbirds. My mom would have really liked these.
Yeah.
With so many interesting pieces of fine art that can be found all throughout this gallery, now carefully resettled in the arts and crafts community of Gatlinburg. One interesting discovery and historical finding worthy of mentioning was found on the old store sign that hangs out front of the building. When the original Cliff Dwellers was moved, the original sign needed a thorough cleaning, which involved some complexities. But during the cleaning process, beneath the layers of varnish on the surface of the weathered sign, an original Louis E. Jones work of art was discovered underneath. He had painted a silhouette of the Great Smoky Mountains on the lower half of the sign. And with some careful touch-up and a strong will to preserve the past to its very best form, the Cliff Dwellers Gallery sign now displays as a subtle reminder of the historical significance and the sheer dedication that went into keeping the original artist's vision alive and well to this very day.